Then we pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ExtrmWill, Extreme Tech. We're going to do another video on Salad AI, what my 30 rigs are making, some of how the new stuff they're doing works, and how some of the new stuff they're doing doesn't appear to be working at all. There's a way to kind of get around this so you can see your current earnings. So I did that. We'll do it again here in a second. I'll show you how I did it. But if we look right now, so I have 2 machines running, 4, I have 5 machines total out of my 30 running. It is showing 31. Technically, this machine's not here anymore. I reinstalled Windows, and that made a 31st spot. So I've got to wait 15 days for this one here to fall off. But on the new version 1.8.0, it looks like it's not working right. Because yeah, I had basically almost everything was running, and now I got almost nothing running. So we can look up here. I was doing all right, pretty decently, and then everything here was up pretty much above like $1.20. And then you can see I've been updating everything throughout the day, and as I've been updating everything, nothing that's been updated looks like it's really picking up work. So I would not doubt it one bit if we wake up in the morning to version 1.8.1. That's kind of how Salad tends to do things, but it's kind of annoying. So if we get into how some of this stuff, so how do I get this earnings on here? If we go and refresh, they're all gone. So what you can do is you can use this back arrow and then back, and back arrow and back. Depending on how many pages you have, you might have to do more. Oh, now it looks like I have way more machines running. Oh, doesn't matter. That's 10 cents. That's an actual job. That's a 4090 job. That's 10 cents. This looks like it's not running at all. Don't know if that one's in a job or not, but hitting this back arrow and going back and forth, I don't know why I'm still not getting anything from page 2. I don't know if I just don't have anything running on page 2 anymore. It's kind of hard to tell with nothing running at all. But hitting the back arrow and then coming back, and the back arrow and then coming back, you can get your estimated earnings to show up. But right now, like, we're not even going to bother going to the machines because it's not making that much. And then in here on the tables, there is a sliding bar here. I couldn't see it when I was looking before because it was too hard to see this dark navy on the navy. I was looking for it and couldn't see it, but you guys brought it up in the chat, so I was able to see it. Let's come in here, select all rigs. But if we come back here and look, it wasn't doing too bad throughout the day. I'd been slowly been updating everything that looked like I could update. And then it just looked like everything just kind of nosedived down into no work at all. I know I've been running a lot of smaller jobs, is something I've been noticing. Not a lot of real big jobs, but there have been enough real big jobs where it hasn't been too horrifically inconsistent. I think one other thing that I was looking at that I was calculating out wrong, for this, in order for me to be making $30 a day, I need to multiply this by 24, not by 30, because this is already calculating out what my 30 rigs are making per hour. So to figure out what I'm making for the day, I'm multiplying by 24 hours, not by 30 rigs. So I need to be above $1.25 an hour to be making $30 a day. So it was doing decently, getting me above $1.30 for most of the day, and then it looks like somewhere here it just completely tanked out. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys are also having problems with it. It might be too. There might have been a problem locally with the internet here when I was watching TV earlier, I noticed I was having some buffering issues, so could have been a local internet thing that might have just canceled all my jobs, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it canceled the jobs that were still running on version 1.7.9. It looked like I'm just not getting jobs on 1.8.0, so we'll see how it goes going forward, but yeah, it looks like just everything just completely tanked out with the new update, so yeah, that's pretty much what I think I've got, because we're not going to look through at the individual jobs. Let's see, was there anything from the comments? There's a lot of comments in there. So Unit 14 Garage 88 says, yeah, there is the, you go to the tables here, there is a slider bar under here. It's just really, really hard to see. It's dark navy on, well, it's darker navy on dark navy. So it's not a very good color choice. Darani said he likes to tip about the Revo, but he's probably got believe in that. He still said he's probably still has to just reinstall Windows on his. I did reinstall Windows on one of mine. Let's see, which machine is that? Is that on page 2? This one right here is the new one that I just reinstalled Windows on. And it's 15 days old. This is the old one. It's the exact same machine, but when I reinstalled Windows, it gave it a new machine ID. So, not currently working. Ooh. WF2 shot. There's a blue bar at the bottom of the tables you can slide. It's really hard to see. It's not actually a bug, but you can see it. We already showed that already. And then I think there's a couple guys who talk about you can scroll forwards and backwards. Stefan Ridgway says use the browser button to go back and forth to get your estimated earnings to show. A couple guys talk about wanting to see the bars back with the 15 minutes. I did kind of like it because it looks a little bit less. When you're seeing the 15 minutes, even though this kind of thing is terrible, it looks a little bit more gradual when you're seeing it. It doesn't look as much of a nosedive, but it's still a nosedive. So I don't know if it necessarily matters. I do like getting more information, and I don't know right now if we're getting more or less to a certain degree. If this up here can work correctly, then I think we're definitely getting more, but yeah, those two are both showing like 10 cents an hour. So those aren't even real jobs. Yeah. It's kind of working, but you can already see like it's changing even so rapidly, and which machines are even doing small jobs. Very frustrating. Let's see. This last time it's seen in here. This isn't the last time it got a job. I know that already. That's what the DJ Shootist thought. I thought this was the last time it updated your WSL file, but I don't think it is actually the last time it updated your WSL file. If this is at 8 hours, though, let me see. What would that mean? Yeah, it's closer to connecting to the network. It's not at actually finding a job, but it is talking and saying something to the network. I'm trying to remember, and I can't remember. I'm completely blanking now what it was I was looking at with that in relation to the WSL file. Because I think your WSL file can be updated, and this can still be behind on showing you what your WSL file is. But I think it's more closely related to that and when they're talking and connecting. If it's not working, it doesn't need to be connecting every second, but you definitely don't want it to go days. Like this 15 days, that's something's definitely wrong with that one, so that one got uninstalled. Another guy doesn't really like the new earnings page. I think for the new earnings page, it's just going to take us a little bit of getting used to. TK42, what's your experience with Windows 11 versus Windows 10 on Salad? I haven't tried to run Windows 11. I'm not going to try to run Windows 11. Somebody else said they're going to try to charge you $1 a day for different services on Windows 10. I don't use any of those services, so I'm not going to pay that $1 a day. I'm not going to pay for it at all. I'm just going to use it while it's free. So I'm not too worried about it. Gabriel Martin, hello friend, how many megabytes of bandwidth do you give to each one? I just have 5 gig internet up and down fiber and let it just take whatever it wants. I don't do anything to regulate how much internet anyone is getting. They're just naturally bottlenecked by what they can pull. So, and then Nation World, sir, have you checked AMD cards and are they able to get any jobs? AMD doesn't run CUDA. I don't remember what the name of the software language is that they speak, but NVIDIA only runs CUDA, so Salad is only set up to run on CUDA. That's what a vast majority of the AI workloads want to run on. So NVIDIA card or AMD cards do not work on Salad. So that's pretty much all I really have. Just kind of show you the two things. Yeah, earnings just kind of completely fell off here. I don't know if they'll be, I imagine they'll either be back up in the morning or we'll have a new update. We'll see. Because it was looking like version 1.8.0 looked like it was working for me at first. I thought I had picked up a couple jobs. They weren't very big. They didn't last very long. So, yeah, I don't know. It could possibly be my neighborhood internet may have just tanked off. My provider may have just bottlenecked me down to well under my 5 gig for a bit, and that might have just messed everything up, or the new version doesn't work. But currently, I'm not liking 1.8.0 very much. We'll see. See if we don't wake up tomorrow to get a whole new one. So that's it for this video. If you like it, the like button, subscribe, come on back. I'll get another one up when I can, when there's some useful information. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.